Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about landing pages and I will show you how to build one step by step using Claude Code and a real world example from one of my side projects called MakersHub.dev. By the end of this video, we will have a model landing page with a sign up email form fully deployed on a custom domain name. Let's get started. Before entering into the hands-on section of this tutorial, I would like to stop a few minutes to explain what are landing pages, why are they important, and also talk about the different tools and the technology stack we will use to build our landing page. So what is a landing page? A landing page is a single web page that has a clear goal to promote a product, a service, or an idea. They are designed to capture leads or drive action. They are important because they help you validate your idea before you build the product. They help you to collect leads. So before you go live with your product, you can collect information about potential users, and you can contact those users when you go live with your products. They help you test demand and save you time and money by knowing exactly if people are interested in your products. Landing pages have some key elements. So the first one is a headline that grabs the attention of the user. A form to collect visitor information. So in this case, I'm just putting an email form with a call to action button. It should also have a description to explain what is your product or service is about, and explain also why is it valuable. And ideally, if you can have some product image or illustration, screenshots from the app that you are building, that also will make your landing page powerful. In my case, I didn't build the product yet. So I am using some visuals that describe the features of my products. There are different ways you can build a product, but I choose these different technologies and this technology stack. And I think this technology stack, if you get familiar with it, it will help you not only to build landing pages, but also leverage the same knowledge in other projects and other web applications. So the first one is I'm using canva.com to build my logo. This is the logo that I built, MakersHub.dev, with this blue and this small visual on the side. I use ChatGPT to write the copy for my websites, to describe what is the website is about, the features, and so on. I use Namecheap.com to register this domain, MakersHub.dev. I am also using an email marketing tool, Brevo.com. So this email marketing tool will help me create the form to collect the email addresses. Then in the hands-on session, I am using Next.js. So this is basically the platform, the framework, the JavaScript framework to build the web application. And I'll be using Claude Code, which is the main, I would say, tool that's doing most of the building in this project, with Visual Studio Code. And to deploy the application, I will be using GitHub to host the source code and Netlify for putting the landing page in production. And with that, we can start building our landing page together live. Now that we know what landing pages are, we can start with the hands-on parts of this tutorial. So the first thing we do is we open Visual Studio Code and we open a terminal. Next, we execute this command, npx create next app latest MakersHub landing page, and I choose the default setting. What this will do is will create for us a basic Next.js application. So it takes a few seconds. And you can see here that it's a success created MakersHub landing page. So if I enter into this folder and I do npm run dev, and I go to localhost 3000, I can see my basic Next.js application. So the next step is we will delete all the content here, and we will use this project to build our landing page. The next thing is I open my projects folder in Visual Studio Code, so I can see the source code, and I can see here in page.txx the source code of the basic Next.js application. And also from the terminal, I would like to add one library called shadcn. So ShadCN has some UI element that will make the development process easier for me. So I just choose the default setting as well. And the next step, what we will do is I will start using Claude Code. I will ask Claude Code to delete all these contents and start creating for me my landing page. To start Claude Code, you have to have Claude Code installed in your machine. And from the terminal, I can simply type Claude. And you can see it here. So from here, I can start asking Claude Code directly to modify the source code or adding some new features. So the first thing that I want to do is I open my the public folder. There are some logos in here that I don't need, so I will delete these. And I also have my own logo, which is this MakersHub logo.png. So I'll bring this into the public folder here. And also I prepared some commands to make this a little bit faster. So the first thing that I will copy this and I'll put it into Claude Code. So basically what I'm asking Claude Code here is to delete the contents of the app page TSX. So this is basically the source code of the default Next.js application. And I ask it to create a landing page for my new project, MakersHub.dev. I ask it to use ShadCN components when possible. And I ask it to have 3 sections for my landing page. So the first one should be about the websites, the call action, and so on. It should also include an email form. The second section should describe the target audience. The third section should describe why the website is valuable. And the fourth section is I want to have the features that I'm planning to have for my websites explained. And I'm asking it to use this color. So this is the blue color that I have in my logo. And I ask it to use the logo, the MakersHub logo in the application. And at the bottom, I have like some content that I created using ChatGPT. So small descriptions of what MakersHub is, the target audience, why is this valuable, and the different features that I will have. So basically what it will do is it will create this section and it will refer to all this content that I have here to generate the contents for my landing page. So let's copy all of this. And I go to the terminal, and here in Claude Code, I just paste all of this. And this will start working for me. Okay, great. So it took a few minutes and it tells me that it successfully created my MakersHub.dev landing page, and it gives me like a summary of all the what it's built for me. So section 1, the hero parts, the section 2, the target audience, section 3, why it is valuable, section 4, the feature carousel, and a footer at the bottom. So here if I go open another terminal and I do npm run dev, then I go to localhost 3000, I should see my landing page. And this is quite impressive. So in the first shots, it manages to create a very powerful and quite modern looking landing page. So I have here the small descriptions of what is MakersHub with the email box with the get notified call of action button. I have here the users that I'm targeting. I have here why you should join MakersHub. Then I have here the MakersHub features. And the footer here with another email to collect this information. So I can iterate like a few times to improve on the look and feel of this page, but just the first version is quite powerful. So I asked Claude Code to do a few iterations to improve on the landing page. So the first thing that I did is ask it to make some keywords from the main message here, a community for makers building with AI, to change it to a blue similar to the blue from the logo. I added these small elements here coming soon under the email form, and I ask it to make the platform features parts a little bit more compact, adding these left and right arrows to make it a little bit more easy to navigate. And I think with this version, it should be good enough for to go live. So we are missing two things. The first thing is to link this email form with the email marketing platform. And the second part is to deploy this landing page into the MakersHub.dev domain name. So the next thing I will do is linking this email form with the email marketing platform. So I am using Brevo.com, which is an email marketing platform that has a lot of features. I'm not familiar with all these features because I just created the accounts, but the most important that I need here is the forms. So I go to marketing forms, and here I can create a new sign up form. There is this version full page embedded, so I create here a new one called Makers Hub landing page. Create form is giving me some design element that I can use to customize the form. I don't need all these options. I just need the email form and a button, and I will ask Claude Code to ignore all these visual elements and just focus on integrating my landing page with the process that can save me the email addresses. So I'll keep this as it is. I go next. It tells me to link this email form with an email list. So Brevo creates a default email list from the beginning. It's called your first list. So I select this one. I go next. Then it tells me like a confirmation. So this confirmation is basically the email when you are registering, when a user enters their email address, they should receive a double confirmation email asking them to click on a button to confirm that they want to be part of this email list. So I just choose the default setting of this one. Then I go next, next, and I have this source code. So here the most important is the HTML source code, where you can see some CSS elements, and I don't need to read all of this. So basically I can imagine there is a lot of visual elements here, and also the source code that is allow me to collect those email addresses and store them in my email list. So I will keep this as it is. I will copy it and pass it to Claude Code in the next section to do the integration. So to do the integration, I created this prompt for Claude Code. I'm saying here that I created a sign-up form using Brevo, and I want to integrate this logic with my two email forms that I have here. So this one and this one. I'm asking it to ignore all the Brevo visual elements and just focus on integrating the logic that connects the email form with Brevo's logic. And I copied at the bottom like all the code, the HTML code that Brevo gave to me. So I copy all of this and I put it into Claude Code. Here. And let's see what it will do. So here I have a summary of the integration. It tells me I successfully integrated Brevo's email subscription logic with both your email form, and it gives me a summary of the task. So next I need to check and test if this is really working. So to test this, I come to my email form and I put my email address. I have here a new email address called MakersHub.dev@gmail.com, and I click on Get Notified. So here it tells me subscription successful. Thank you for subscribing. I can close this and I go to my email address Gmail. So I click on this and I say yes, subscribe to this email list. And it tells me here, thank you for subscribing. You have subscribed successfully. So now let's check the Brevo page. And if I go to CRM lists and I go to my first list, I can see that I successfully could collect the MakersHub.dev email address. So this is great. I have the landing page design completed, and I successfully integrated this email form with the Brevo. So the next step is to deploy this in production and also making it available under MakersHub.dev. So to do the deployments, the first thing that I need to do is to push my code into GitHub. So here in github.com new, I create a new repository. I'll call it MakersHub landing page. I put it as private and I create the repository. Then from my terminal here, I open a new terminal. I need to commit all the changes that I have in this project. So I will add all these folders and I will commit here initial commit. Then I come here and I copy these 3 comments here and I put them here. So if I go back to GitHub and I refresh, I see all my source code in here. So that's the first step. The second step is I go to Netlify. So Netlify is a platform for doing deploying the different types of projects into production. So I created an account and I go to projects, imports from Git. I already linked my GitHub account to Netlify. So here I can see that it's authorized. And here I can search for my new folder, MakersHub landing page, that I can see in here. I click on it. I keep it as it is, the project name determined. So I put here MakersHub landing page. I keep the main branch and I keep everything as default and I push deploy MakersHub landing. So it tells me here the project deploy in progress, so it should take like a few minutes for the deployments. Okay, it looks that it's successfully deployed. So if I click on this MakersHub landing netlify.app, I can see my landing page deployed. So this is great. The next step that I need to do is to change the URL. So I need to link this URL with my domain name MakersHub.dev. So to set up my domain name, I go to namecheap.com. So namecheap.com is the website where I bought MakersHub.dev and where I can do the setup for the domain name. So I go to the MakersHub.dev page, advanced DNS. I copy the URL, the Netlify URL, and in here I create a new record, CNAME record. The host should be www, and here I put the URL of the Netlify app. And I accept the changes. So I have to wait some time and check if now my Netlify URL is linked to the MakersHub.dev URL. So I'm missing one more step. In the MakersHub landing project page of Netlify, I needed to go to the domain management and add in there the MakersHub.dev domain. And after this step, everything should be okay. It says in me now that the SSL TLS certificate is waiting for DNS propagation. So probably it needs a few minutes to a couple of hours for everything to work and to be able to access my landing page directly from the MakersHub.dev URL. So after the DNS propagation, we can see that the SSL certificate is issued by Netlify. And now if I go to MakersHub.dev or www.MakersHub.dev, I'll be able to see my landing page deployed. In this video, we learn how to build a landing page using Claude Code from scratch and deploy it into a custom domain. So if you like this type of videos, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also check out MakersHub.dev. You can join the waiting list, and the goal is to have the first version of the platform up and running by December. Our goal is to create a community of makers that will build the next generations of solutions using AI. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.